around 5 knots, becoming southwest in the afternoon. Waves 1 foot or less. Light chop. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. And for Friday night, southwest wind 5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot or less. Light chop. From the Ocalissa-Walton County line to Pascagoula, about 20 nautical miles. For rest of today, southwest.
You are listening to KEC 86 out of Pensacola, Florida. This is the number weather radio station.
A chance of showers and thunderstorms. For tonight, southwest wind 5 to 10 knots.
The stream will start here in about 10 seconds.
Southeast 3 to 8 seconds. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. For Friday, southwest wind 5 to 10 knots. Speed 2 to 3. Waves east.
Live from the ItsWeatherTimeWxlab studios. This is your forecast for June 5th of 2025. It is 3:45 local time, 2:45 central. And this is ItsWeatherTimeWxlab and text him, Matt. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. All right, as I take, welcome to your forecast for June 5th, 2025. It is currently 3:45 p.m. local time, 2:45 central, and we got some rain to talk about, guys. We are looking at a good cluster of showers and thunderstorms around the Crestview area, around the Florala area, around the Century area, around the Quintet area, Jay, Milton, Pace, and the Pensacola Metro is seeing a shower or two. We're going to look at our watch warning map here in a second, but let's check out radar scope and see how these are looking on radar scope. And radar scope is corresponding with Radar Omega. This is KMOB. This is radar scope that we're using right now, folks. Perfectly good radar. I like using radar scope, and I like using Radar Omega as well. So as we take a look at it, there's nothing. These storms are all sub-severe, which is they're way below severe limits. These are your normal pop-up thunderstorms that pop up, that happen every day on the Gulf Coast. That's what's going on in Northwest Florida, and we're going to take it back to WXO 1, please, computer. We're going to go WXO 1. Let's take a look at these storms right here in Mobile County and Jackson County, Mississippi. You got a little shower around Sunny Cove, the Theodore area. Over here by the airport, you got one little shower around Alderbrook. In the Meadow Lake area, Union Church area, Grand Bay. We got a little bit of shower activity around Big Point, Martin Bluff, and the Latimer area. These are all your normal pop-up thunderstorms. You got a little over here in Harrison County, Mississippi. You got some showers north of the I-10 around the Saucier sits right up here. These are between Gulfport and Saucier. These are all way below severe limits. So that's what we got going on back home. Now the area the National Weather Service covers is Walton County, Okaloosa, up here, and pretty much following the line and along the Gulf. That's the area the National Weather Service in Mobile covers. Let's look at these storms in Mobile County. Let's put it on number 2. Let's look at it on number 2 and see what they're doing. This storm that's around Tillman's Corner, Theodore area, there's no hail core on it. These are just afternoon showers and thunderstorms. I'm going to bring it back to number 1, please, computer. And let's look at these alerts here. Got 8 severe thunderstorm warnings. Got a tornado watch, special weather statement, special marine warning, a flash flood warning, and a severe thunderstorm watch. These are all out here in Texas. It's all out here in Texas, New Mexico, Kansas, Oklahoma, Colorado, and New Mexico. We'll run the HRRR on the Gulf Coast. I'm not going to spend too much terribly time with this area. We're going to let the individual TV markets cover this area. My main area I'm looking at is this Gulf Coast region. We're starting to get a little bit of lightning on this storm north of Crestview. We'll put a track on it, and this is moving due east. So locations with this storm is Paxton, Florella, Laurel Hills, getting it now. Over here, places like Argyle, Ponce Leon. Argyle sits right here. This is pretty much just rural farmland out here. Out here is pretty much just rural farmland. So Paxton, Florella, get over here towards Black and Esto and Graceful. Just be on the lookout for cloud to ground lightning with this cell. This is still under severe limits. So let's go ahead and take a look at our watch warning map. Take a look at the watch warning map. Got a tornado watch, like I said, for Texas, New Mexico, Kansas, Colorado. Severe thunderstorm watch for Colorado, Oklahoma, and a little bit of Texas. Got severe thunderstorm warnings popping off. All right, guys, we got the severe thunderstorm watch for Texas, Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma. Got a flood watch for Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, and a tornado watch for New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, and Kansas. Let's go back to 1 if we can, computer. And I would like to bring in a special guest of mine, very good. He's a very good friend of mine, meteorologist Michael White. Michael, I want to try to do something on this stream, buddy. I want to run the HRRR for the newcomers that don't know what the HRRR is. Could you please explain to them what the HRRR is?
Sure. Yeah, it's the high resolution rapid refresh, and it runs hourly, and it runs out about 18 hours every hour. At 4 times a day, it will run longer than that, but it is, for short-term forecasting, one of the most accurate because it takes into account what's currently taking place on the radar at the moment and the projection of movement of those storms. So for short-term forecasting, it's great. Long-term forecasting, obviously not so great with it only going out 18 hours. But if you need to try to figure out when a summer storm is going to begin to dissipate, if it's going to move or sit, it's a wonderful tool to use. If there's last-minute tropical movement, if you have a hurricane, it's good in that regard, especially when we had slow-moving storms a few years ago like Sally. So that was always a big help. So for short-term forecasting, HRRR is top-notch.
And I agree 100%, Michael, and I appreciate you explaining that. Hey, I got a storm up north of Crestview. It's quite a lightning producer, and I gave a first alert for places like Paxton, Florella, Laurel Hill, and pretty much northern Walton County and northern Holmes County. It has lightning with it, cloud to ground lightning, and as I put on the HRRR, this thing has it at 3 o'clock already next to Caryville.
Probably so. Yeah, that's 5 minutes from now. It's these typical summer storms, but most are blowing up around the Panhandle. I mean, you've got them from Molino up to about Pollard and over toward, as you pointed out, Crestview and Laurel Hill, and it's going to be moving over toward Paxton and parts of Walton County. There is a little lightning with it. A lot of the showers we've seen the last 2 days have been mostly just heavy rain producers, but you look back to the west and you got most of Baldwin County dry. Most of Mobile County is dry except the southern part of the county. Grand Bay and Theodore Tillman's Corner getting some good rain. So that's the problem with summer showers. You can't bank on them if your lawn needs them because your neighbor just a county over may get soaked for the afternoon and you may end up dry, and then the next day could be totally reversed. But it looks like for the next few hours, Dakota, spots around the Panhandle, especially near Laurel Hill, are probably going to have to contend with these showers.
And as I look at the HRRR, this valid is look at 3 o'clock, so in the next 4 minutes. This is projected radar, what the radar should look like. Got another cell popping up around Crestview, a little cell around Pace, Milton, Avalon area, the Avalon Boulevard Bridge, which is we all know is the Mid-Bay Bridge. Pensacola, you're gonna drive for, I would say, the next 30 minutes because you got a shower up around Alberta, up along the I-10 Beulah area. What's that exit right there with the fireworks stand, the Robertsdale exit. And then you got another shower knocking on Spanish Fort's door. You got a nice cell that's going to be coming onto the bay. So places like Spanish Fort, Daphne, Fairhope, Belfrost, Yelling, Loxley, Silver Hill, Summerdale, Foley might get this. So that's what we're tracking on the Gulf Coast right now. On radar, this storm around the Crestview area, I want to hit it with KEVX, Michael. And when you look at it with KEVX, the KEVX radar, which as we all know that is the Eglin radar, this storm looks to intensify.
It could. I mean, we still have several hours in the heating of the day, but again, that's the thing with these. They come and go, but there's no severe risk zone for the Gulf Coast or the Panhandle. So just plan on heavy rain producers occasionally, but shouldn't be anything major.
I gotcha. And let's go to the severe weather risk that you mentioned. And the Gulf Coast is under a general TSM risk, which is general thunderstorms, nothing severe. All cells that pop off today, they should be below severe limits. You might have that one that you might get a special weather statement if it becomes strong, but it shouldn't go further than that. Your day 2 outlook. Let's look at day 2. Day 2, you have an outlook for a pretty good chunk of the whole continental U.S. You got sections of Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, the whole state of Oklahoma, little sliver of Kansas, the central and northern sector of Arkansas, northern sectors of Mississippi, Alabama, the whole state of Tennessee, the central and southern sectors of Kentucky, and a little sliver of Georgia. And up here in the northeast corridor, you have a little...
Hey, bud, I got another call, so I'm going to let you go, but you handle the rest of that live stream. You're doing a great job.
All right, Michael, we'll talk to you later.
Later, buddy.
We also have another sector of slight risk up here in the northeast corridor. You got a big marginal risk surrounding that slight risk there. Let's look at the day 3 outlook. The day 3, this is the one you need to watch closely. You have pretty good chunks of Texas, Oklahoma, the whole state of Arkansas, northern sliver of Louisiana, central, northern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the whole state of South Carolina, and the whole state of North Carolina, with a big marginal risk surrounding that. Day 4, it slivers down to the coastal areas of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and the northern boot of Texas. Day 5, 6, 7, and 8, the potential is too low and the predictability is too low. Let's look at... Now let's talk tropics. Let's talk the tropics for a second. We're all quiet in the Atlantic, okay? That should not be a surprise to you. That happens this time of year. You are just starting hurricane season. Let's look at the Eastern Pacific. You got some weather going on in the Eastern Pacific. You got a disturbance right here. Gives an 80% chance in the next 7 days. A medium chance of a 40% chance in the next 2 days, which is 48 hours. All right, that's in the south of southern Mexico. 2 areas of low pressure are forecast to form a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms that are currently located several hundred miles south of southern Mexico. One low is expected to form on the east side of a elongated through during the next day or so, a few hundred miles south of southern Mexico. Experimental conditions appear conducive for development, and a tropical depression is likely to form over the weekend while the system moves generally west-northwestward. So what it's saying is you got showers and thunderstorms going to be developing right here, and you got this developing right here. This is going to compete for this. I think this is going to be the parent storm here. This is just going to This is going to get soaked up into this storm, and that's what it's talking about. You're going to have you might have a tropical depression during the weekend. On the Central Pacific, there's nothing around Hawaii. Nothing in the Atlantic Basin. So that's what we got with you. I'm gonna leave you with a look at with that Wexo 1. I just want to touch base with this storm real quick. Paxton is knocking on your door now. Places like the Bethel Baptist Church right there. The city of Paxton right here. State line right there. The high school sits about right here. Defuniak Springs sits here. Argyle sits about right here. This storm, I think, is going to stay north of Defuniak Springs, but you get this little shower right here. Okay? You got that little shower just on the outside of Defuniak Springs. You got this going to be moving your way. So, just like what Michael said, it could be raining at your house. Your neighbors down the road, they might be dry the whole day, but your yard gets soaked. That's just how general summer thunderstorms happen. They'll pop up, they'll release all their energy and die off. They'll normally die off by nighttime. They will die off around nighttime. They lose the heating of the day. They'll start losing its steam, and then they just fizzle out. But I'm going to leave y'all with a radar loop of radar scope, or not radar scope, radar omega. And I thank you for this. Thank you for allowing me to give you your forecast, or what I think is going to happen, showing y'all radar, showing you all the models. And y'all have a good day. Stay blessed.